saw that raw before, right?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing. We learn our characters. So same issues going on here. You know, anytime you get to that top of that round 1 pool, that's the scariest. It's actually
a Banjo.
Are
Okay.
we seeing a Banjo in winner semis?
Okay.
Do you understand how like extinct this species is? Like, I feel everybody has let this character go because not only like they're not bad per se, but every other character does what they do better.
It's so funny you say that because like in the UK, if they were watching, in London, or not even just London, but just like in UK, specifically in England, we have like, what, 2, 3 godlike Banjos. Okay. We had LBBs, who are probably one of the best Banjos to ever do it, have 2 other really good ones as well. So, you know, not too unfamiliar with the match, but I don't know how much Sisqui has played Banjos in general though. Don't know if there's any Spanish ones. Gonna see how he does against this one. This Skew, I've heard of
oh my god, you really grab that. You can grab that. You can.
So.
Hey, yo, I'd be playing the wrong character my whole career, let me tell you.
You think Banjo's the choice for you?
No, I'm just saying you can grab that. Like, I've never seen anybody grab that. It's just because it's, I guess it's just because Samus is this way, right? Like, it's just a tether grab. But I never thought of that. That's so interesting. And now you're dead.
Yeah, you're just gone.
You're just gone. And especially that recovery, right? It's not similar to Mega Man's Spring or sorry, not Spring, Sonic Spring,
right.
But Mega Man's
Rush.
It's not the same. It actually charges up a little bit, which gives enough time for the opponent to really call it out and punish it. And it's just giving such a hard time here for Skew to get anything going, honestly. It's just like Samus's projectiles are just way more quicker and so much more priority as we're seeing it, just taking such unnecessary damage because he can't get anything started. Yeah,
wasting one wings as well, going to get hit by his own egg grenade and the charge shot as well. Oh, Lord, just getting put in situations I don't think Skew wants to really be in.
Nah.
And not getting any type of footing, getting these eggs off, but just unfortunately not hitting their mark. Getting kind of scrambled himself, and okay, Sisqui, 3 stock to 1 lead.
All right, now we know Banjo does have quite the punch, man. He's got a bird to hit you with, okay? So anything can really happen here. We also got the side special that I feel like is the online curse of why people hate Elite Smash itself.
Absolutely.
that move itself will cause problems and bans in the community. But it's, you know, it's not down for the count, especially if now you have an edge guard. Let's see what you could do. But unfortunately, just reading. I want to see more reaction rather than reading. He's kind of guessing what to do.
Well, this is the thing with Banjo, which makes him kind of like, you know, mid to low tier. People like to kind of argue is that they might have all these like kind of interesting, you know, these options that they can throw out at you. But when you're not doing too much or not enough damage, it's like, you know, are they really that effective? Are they potent enough? You know, when you compare it to Samus, who gets so much, you know, stage controls, kills, damage off these projectiles, it's really not really one to kind of, you know, compare.
That's it. And again, putting out, like, especially that when you're holding Kazooie, you're actually really laggy, right? Like you have to cancel it, put him back on the bag, and it doesn't just disappear. It's an animation that takes a long time, and you can't shield in that moment. So it really does make you so open to attacks like from Samus that are so disjointed, so quick, and so overwhelming. Sisqui with the Kit Kat, man, taking game 1 so easily.
And that's one thing I feel like I've always said that about Samus is that it doesn't matter how good you are, right? You could be Blue Blah, but you could be MKLeo. You will have to face Samus on the ledge at one point.
Oh yeah,
and you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And there's so many, or so less options that there's, you know, to do to kind of combat that. You see Skew trying to go high, trying to avoid it, but still he had to re-grab that ledge. And you know, Sisqui was ready for it. You see the grab on the Wonder Wing there. Really good knowledge on that check. Kind of like, you know, make sure you cannot get back to stage.
And back we go. And again, another one, as DJ Khaled would say, man. It just, I never saw that. I never thought that was even an option, and it is. And look how easy it is just to kind of get, and don't forget when actually you finally charge off of that bounce pad,
right.
You are in hit stun. Like, you are like literally stunned for a bit before you can do anything else. So that nair was just free at that point. You go right to where that limit is, and you're just gonna, there it is, taking that hit right at the tip. But game 2, you know, we've been seeing these games that have looked so horrible at first. I feel like every set has never been a wash. It's really been someone loses horribly game 1 and then they just kind of turn it around. So, you know, this could be a possibility here.
Okay, finds it down a little bit unconventional, but still works out. But again, the charge shot into the grab. Any type of conversion Sisqui can get, he'll take.
Yes.
And that's it. I don't know if it's the longest one, but it's definitely a huge one. And it just commands so much of that kind of the mid stage. It forces Skew to kind of like, you know, run around, can't really approach on the ground himself, has to kind of come in from the air.
Yes. Here we go again. Like you said, the air. When you're coming in from the air, especially against Samus, that up special, man, it's coming.
Oh, and Sisqui is a believer in it. He is so attacked. It's like, you know what? If I'm in a panic situation, I will let that eject button free.
He will marry it. I don't even blame him. That's like, I remember when this game came out, and the first character I ever struggled with when this game came out was Samus. Woo! And it was specifically from that move.
2 hits of the Nair
and that up special. Yep. You hit Samus, and then he does it. You can't even punish him. He goes and mixes it up, and it just, look, there it is. You're not punishing that. Let me tell you, man.
You thought.
Yeah, you thought. So it's really, really difficult to punish it. It doesn't look that easy. On paper, it does. It's like, okay, I'll just wait to land and hit it. But no, you mix up, especially with that platform, like, it just mixes you up a little bit. All right.
Okay, wants the roll read from the down air, a little bit too ambitious with it. Okay, Skew finally getting something from stage control, lets the eggs fly, but again, nothing happening. Not looking too sunny side up for this man, and Skew gets the Wonder Wing though, pushes Sisqui off stage, still has stage control. But the eject button, though.
Gosh. There we go again. Right over, man. That was a cute little. Hey, yo. I want to see that more. Oh my God, it's just hard to set up because
so hard.
You have to get Kazooie out of your pocket, and it's like, by the time that happens, Samus is already shooting missiles at you. It's so difficult. I want to see. I feel like we're gonna have to try and see more of a neutral game. I feel like if he's gonna stick with this Banjo, we gotta see more of the disjointed hits, the safe. There we go. The more patient options, because he hits like a truck. He's just gotta get that option.
Yeah, you know, as soon as he can get the gas working, he might be able to get the truck moving. Unfortunately, though, Sisqui just not letting it happen too much. But the lead is kind of slowing down.
There we go.
In his favor, and Skew getting a couple of eggs, throwing them up, just can't get that finishing omelet indeed. Still gets some damage though, and he's kind of coming back into this game, Kels.
Yeah, finally, again, he's trying to learn and see, like, what options do I actually have against this Samus, but he's too focused on his own projectiles, but he has to understand that Samus's is better and faster, so he has to play this defense that is coming into clutch, where he's just shielding, waiting for those projectiles, and then countering against it afterwards. Grab.
Okay, forward throws off stage, once the stage control, now you have to deal with it. That ledge setup, the bombs, so scary. How'd you get past it? Okay, having to go back to the ledge, and even with the egg, have to face the up B as well. There's so many things to consider. The mental stack is insane.
Yeah, I dodged all of this. What you gonna do? Oh, wait, never mind. I'm married. So there it is. I go, oh, thanks. I'm like, thank you. It's beautiful. The screw attack's so strong. And now catching these air dodges, right? Because you're putting your opponent into kind of a mindset of, what do I do? So they start air dodging. And now Sisqui has kind of taken knowledge of it and is just bringing it out over and over. Here comes the grab into the back. Get out of my stage.
Just going to reset the situation.
That's it. And here comes again. Down air, up air. Are we going to get the up special? No, but we are going to get the charge start starting to roll and the retreat. Sisqui respecting is no longer his turn.
And I like that. Whenever Sisqi's a little bit in danger, he runs away, puts down one bomb to kind of like set himself up a shield, a force field, so he can't get through it. And that big leg swinging from 12 to 6. That's a big hitbox. 2-0 up for Sisqui.
I wish I could lift my leg up that high, man. Let me tell you, man. I can't even do a somersault. So shout out to Samus, Aaron. Like, God, ain't no flexible. That's why I play video games. So she goes crazy. And she's tall. So imagine that plus metal. And it is the back of the heel.
Oh, man.
You are going to get a concussion. And I really, go to a doctor. Good. Like, he's going to say that there. So round 3. So I feel like it was a little better. It was still so hard though, right? Like, we gotta see smaller stages. We gotta see something coming here. Okay, Hollow Bastion. More space than what we had previously had, but I think we're gonna have the same issue in terms of the setup and the neutral.
Okay, Nair kind of interrupting Sisqi's kind of game plan. But you don't want to put yourself on the ledge against Sisqui, my friend. Got something about that in the juggles. Couple of up airs, the fair as well, sending them back over. It's going to reset the situation. It's like a vicious cycle, Kels. What do we do next?
That's it. He's trying to figure it out, and I feel like he is, but he needs more than 3 games. Like, if this was a first... maybe more than 10 games. You're going to take a little bit of a beating before you learn what a top player can absolutely possess with the right character. And Sisqui was made for Samus, right? Like, he's been using Samus even in Smash 4, right? Like, this guy has just constantly cared about this character truly. I mean, Metroid Prime, I don't even know how excited he was, but it's the same thing. There it is, the wife coming out. And it's something that when you had a character in, let's say, Smash 4 that wasn't maybe so good, and then comes to this character totally improved, that's when you're going to start really shining, and you're already so knowledgeable and passionate about a character. So no surprise, just the knowledge Sisqui is using against a character like Banjo to say, like, look, my character does what yours does, but better. So let's
it's literally the case of, like, you know, we kind of have similar game plans. Unfortunately, when I execute my game plan, it's actually effective. Unfortunately, Skew just not getting anything, any type of mileage he can. Always seems to be falling behind in these neutral exchanges.
That's it. It's just the control, like, you just can't get in. What do you do? And I feel like this stage isn't helping. I feel like the last one was better because it was shorter. So you were able to at least fight Samus a little bit. We saw some amazing strings, but now you're giving the Samus the room to just run away, and she's so big in a tank, so she's not going to actually die. So it makes it so hard. And there's the fair. It's going to be a kill off the ledge. It's quite a short ledge there.
Hey, wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is the first set that it's a hard one, but I feel like it was more just unfortunate case of events of, I feel like Banjo, if he wants to avoid one matchup, it was Samus.
No shade to Skew as well. I can see the type of things they're doing. A lot of cancels with the eggs, you know, a lot of combos as well that maybe the other Banjos don't seem to do. So there is some very good tech. Unfortunately, when you're fighting against Sisqui, one of the best Samuses to ever do it, it can be so hard to kind of execute your game plan, as I keep saying. You know, you can't really get anything started. There's charge shots just flying through the eggs. They don't give a damn about that.
That's it. It just, like, it goes through, and look how, like, long it takes to, oh my,
the egg extension? No way he extended his hitbox.